Hey guys, so Gavin and I, we were just talking about the power of niching down and how that drives referrals. So this is something I wanted to share with you guys while we were talking about it, while we're riding on the train. When you choose a niche and you're known for something, like Gavin is world class in PR, and I'm pretty good when it comes to VAs and local, then any lead that you get is always going to be something that's worthwhile, because like if Gavin gets a lead and it's not quite exactly for him, but it's for hiring VAs or doing local, then he'll send it to me. Yep. And if I get a lead that could be like literally the client we're about to go visit, there's stuff that we do, but then there's a huge PR component that I'm going to bring him in. So taking any person who is a worthwhile kind of customer is worth talking to, even if you can't service them, because either they are a client of yours or they become a lead that you can give to somebody else.
Yeah, and that's a really great point, because you can try to do everything for everybody and try to, keep happy big ticket clients that way, but it's not going to work. There's so many moving pieces. If you're doing everything, I would much rather loop in an expert like Dennis, when his skills I know would much better be used and complemented than my skills in PR for things that aren't PR that still would benefit a client in a package.
That way you can confidently take on any particular client, because anything you can't do, you can farm out, partner with these other people, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with partnering. This client we're about to visit and have dinner with this afternoon, we have 3 or 4 different agencies, but the people that are well vetted, that we know, that we can trust, so we're not really worried about being able to deliver. The other thing too is, if you're a potential client, it's better to go through a referral than it is to go through direct, because you're going to have it's someone else's relationship and trust that's on that. So not to say the other vendor or the agency is not going to take good care of you, but if it's coming through Gavin, then I know that whoever Gavin's referring to me is going to take care of me, because Gavin's reputation's on the line, and they know that Gavin referred, so they've got to do a good job.
Yeah. There's that, and then it's also just, it's really nice to know when you work with people who you trust and know are really good at what they do. You don't have to micromanage, and it's not like you just hire a new team member. There's a sense of ownership that they already have, because they're an established business owner. They're great at what they do, and they can just step in, and it's almost like you drop a parachute in on a battlefield, and they can just take over that part of the war.
That's what they're good at. So think about what niche you are in. What do you really want to be known for? Garage doors, SEO, video editing, whatever the thing is. And then when you're known for that, you are going to be a source of referrals for all these other people, and your business will grow without lots of salespeople, without lots of cold calling, without a lot of those nasty kinds of things.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot easier to close a referral, especially when it's a higher ticket package and doing a lot of volume, a lot of work for that client to get them really good results, than it is to try to go and get all these little deals to add it all up. So most definitely.
And you guys know, if you're a service business, that having the right client is actually more important than being good. Obviously, you still have to be good at what you're doing, but how much time do a lot of agencies spend, or a lot of service providers spend, talking to people that just are nightmare sorts of clients?
For sure.
When it's a referral, it's more likely to be a high quality client. So all the more reason.
Yeah, and it's like, if we, for example, do PR for a small e-commerce site, right? They're not going to get nearly the ROI than if we do the same exact thing for a big e-commerce client. So it's like, just like you said, you can do the same thing and get totally different results.
If you get a 5% increase on a company doing $10,000 a month versus one doing $10 million a month, you're still doing 5%, but your value is way higher, and you get a longer runway.
Yeah, exactly. And then you provide more value, so you can charge more for that as well. So it's a win-win all around.
There you go. And final point I'll make is that to be able to increase your brand, to be better known in that niche that you have, to have higher authority, instead of you talking about yourself, when you honor other people, you're going to get reciprocation, and more people are going to speak well of you. So if you want to get better word of mouth, if you want to get more referrals, start by talking well about other people that you respect. And that is it's a huge personal brand authority hack. Almost nobody does it.
Dennis is great at this, and the big keyword he said there is that you respect, making sure that you're edifying people who are actually really good at what they do, because it can have the adverse effect if you're not, right? But
and there's no limit. I literally can do 10 of these a day, and it's fine, as long as it's with people that you respect, as long as you believe what you're saying, as long as you're showing, especially like this, when you're actually spending time with other people, because people do business with people. It's that simple.
Well said.
Awesome. Well, this is my go-to guy for anyone who's a seasoned entrepreneur, a successful business owner that wants to get more PR. Gavin Leo.
It's much appreciated. Appreciate it very much, Dennis.
Love to see what you guys think.